Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody's trying to trace this logo for a customer, and it's really blurry. And when they do trace it, first of all, their letters don't look too bad on this trace, but the bull rider is terrible. So I'm gonna call this. I found a bull rider clip or a clip art off the internet, about as close as I could get to this one, but it's quite a bit different. So I'm going to call this, this is what I would call when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. If you notice the bull rider in this picture, first of all, the bull or the steer only has one back leg and is a little narrow, and the bull rider himself has his hand out, but he's more forward, where this guy is falling backwards. So let's just make him fall forward. And I'm going to take the 2-point line and go from right there to right there. And I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. At this time, I can left click, right click. I'm going to go ahead and keep it red for right now. Now we can take away this bull rider. We can take the new bull rider and make him go forward. Move him up quite a bit. Maybe take this node and bring it down, and maybe bring it out a little bit. I'm not going to spend a lot of time, and then just delete those two lines. And as always, fill it in with the Smart Fill tool. And you can see now he's falling forward. His hand is not, and I don't know, how important it is to get everything perfect. And here's a little insight. When I filled in the Smart Fill, it stopped right here. It stopped right here because there's a bounding box around this clip art or logo that stops right there. So the bull rider got stopped. So I'm actually going to back up before I filled him in, and I'm going to move our logo up a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in to make it solid. Move that over, left click, right click, and we can do the same thing with the arm. Maybe use a curved line this time from his shoulder and give a little bit of a curve. Doesn't really matter because you're going to alter it anyway. Fill that in. That's what the Smart Fill tool does. It makes a new object. Let's go ahead and left click. Well, let's just keep it black. Rotate it. And now his arm is, kind of coming, and I'm going to put it down here a little bit. Now, we got a sharp point right there, but we can't really fix that till we Smart Fill this. So we'll take the Smart Fill tool and fill it in again. Smart Fill just created a new object. Left click, right click. We got that sharp object at his neck. Take the shape tool and just delete that node and see what happened. That looks pretty good. And you could play around with it. And you could probably actually put it right on top of that other logo if it has to be that close. Now the bull in the picture, in his picture, is quite a bit thinner and only having one leg. So there's a lot you could do with that. Just let's delete some nodes first. Well, I've deleted too many there. And let's just delete those, and then take this and just make that bull a little bit thinner. Let's delete some nodes and see what happens. We want a pretty good leg on him, but I guarantee we could just take out one of his legs. I think we're going to leave this leg and just let's get your 3-point curve line and go from right there to right there. Give a little bit of a curve. We got a little bit excess on that side. We'll just delete that. Now the bull in the picture, his leg is further out, along with the tail, more so. So we could do the exact same thing we did before. I'm just going to use the 2-point line this time. Fill in that leg. It just made a new object. At this time, we can go ahead and delete those lines. Left click, right click, and just rotate that leg out. Now we're going to have to do some doctoring up, but let's actually make it stick out further. And this is where the Smart Fill tool can really help you. We can't really adjust this yet. Well, you could, but see, you've got broken lines. So I've always thought it's easier to Smart Fill it. That doesn't look half bad. You could Smart Fill it right now and pretty much call it good. I would take a little bit more time, you know, maybe get the, well, let's Smart Fill it first to get it all in one piece or one object. We could bring his tail down. I don't know how close it has to be the original. That's for those people to decide. And use a smoothing tool and just kind of smooth out that elbow right there. I don't know if this guy's tail's got a little bit more graphic than the original, but you can't really tell because it's so fuzzy. You could get rid of that pretty easily. 3-point curve line, just go from there to there, give a little bit of a curve, 3-point curve line, go from there to there. And then when you use the Smart Fill tool, you've got that and you're leaving that bulk of the item. And that's pretty nice. When you, and especially, it all depends on, and I've found this to be so true, it all depends on how big the logo is. If the logo is pretty little, I don't even think the original person would tell the difference. You know, this is a different type bull, and I didn't spend a lot of time. I did find a font that was better. You know, this is just so rough. This is I already told him what that font was. It ended up being, however you say that, Western. And there's, on DA fonts, there's like 16 pages of Western fonts. And if they need more help tomorrow, please ask, and we can go from there. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.